be so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
On first down, Red. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
1-yard gain.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Fourth down, throw it deep ball, and it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On first down, it's Webb. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
4-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Webb. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. So left side, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this time will be intercepted. Left out at the 10. And it will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Bibbs skirts by at the 15. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Bibbs. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
36 on the carry. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play.
They run it with Bibbs.
Pittsburgh.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness.
And the Raiders have got him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Well, looking left sideline, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Webb to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is Bibbs. And And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A gain of 5. First down.
On 1st and 10, Webb. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Webb's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 10.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they try the right side here. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Webb. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Webb. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
1st and goal.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
To number 84.
From 8 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing deep for Stewart. Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a first down throw. Webb, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb, he's going to try and go deep again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 3-yard line.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is gone. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Bibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
41. A gain of 16 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Throwing on 1st down. Webb. That one caught by Bibbs, his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Webb now from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play and give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be second and 10. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Steelers first.
Webb. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Their own 46-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And this
This will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone.
And a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
25 yards that time.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Red. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down now. Red. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
That's taken in by Stewart. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now in desperation. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And this doesn't work. Now the ball comes loose. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
He's got him in, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up on his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 88.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tonight's final